Hello, everybody. This is Harnett County School Superintendent Aaron Fleming, and I want to welcome you to a very special presentation that we are doing today. I appreciate everybody joining us and being here with us on this video. And as many of you know, this has been a very tough year, very difficult year. And every spring, we recognize our Teacher of the Year and Principal of the Year. And this spring, we were not able to recognize our outgoing Teacher of the Year and Principal of the Year. And so we did the next best thing, being live and virtual with you here today. I'm going to call on the sponsor for our Teacher of the Year and Principal of the Year, Mr. Chris Wyzork. He is our representative with Herff Jones, and many of you are familiar with what Herff Jones is, and we'll ask Mr. Wyzork to explain that. But hello, Mr. Wyzork. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Thanks for the invite, Dr. Fleming. Pleasure to be here.
Well, we appreciate your support. We appreciate you being here, even though it's remotely and again, not real traditional. But tell us a little bit of what Herff Jones does and how you support Harnett County Schools.
I always like to say that we elevate the high school experience. So that can involve a lot of things. Certainly bringing some energy and some enthusiasm to students, motivate them to get to class, stay in school, and get to the finish line. And so I think some of our products help them do just that. But we have to be mindful that we have motivators in the schools. And so we have to be supportive of not only principals, superintendents, teachers. My wife's a teacher, so I can tell you I know firsthand what they go through. So we like to think of it big picture. So it starts certainly with the student, but community to the student, to their parents, guardians, that sort of stuff. So we're very blessed to have earned a partnership with all the high schools in Harnett County. So happy to say that we do get to have an impact on all of their lives in a maybe a minuscule way, hopefully a bigger way. But the idea is that we also want to show our appreciation to them, as I appreciate what they do. So as a company, Herff Jones, they're big on the award end of things. So I got to tell you that we get a lot of recognition as a rep for doing certain things and that sort of stuff. So I presented to you a couple of years ago that I wanted to do something where we recognize Teacher of the Year and Principal of the Year. And I got to give you some credit, sir, that you took the ball and ran with it, where I can tell you we do this or have done this in other school districts for a long time, but it's not a nearly as custom job that we do. So those rings are absolutely custom made for your county. So the recipients should be maybe a little more anxious to wear them, because they're very unique in the sense that it's loud and clear that they are recognized as special individuals in Harnett County. So it's not a generic piece. It's custom made. So it's pretty cool. Very excited about it.
Well, Herff Jones has been a partner with us for years, but most recently, in the last couple of years, with sponsoring our Principal of the Year, our Teacher of the Year, and the gift that they are about to receive that I will hand deliver to them after we are finished recording this. But if you will, I'm going to let you do the honors. If you'd like to introduce each individual, and we'll speak with them, and then we will show them what they are receiving.
Principal of the Year. This is Dr. Laura Street from Ben Haven Elementary School. So I'm going to tell you that this one's kind of special because my wife is an elementary school teacher. So I know that you got a pretty tough job teaching those little ones, and especially in today's day and time, I know it's got to be an extra challenge. So Dr. Street, it's a privilege. Congratulations. I'd like to be able to kind of give you the hug and all those kinds of things, because I know that you are working pretty tough, or it's tough times. So congratulations on behalf of myself and the Herff Jones family. I want you to wear it with pride, because it's meant to do so. So hard work does pay off, and then sometimes it's okay to be to let people and let it show. So I want you to wear it and enjoy it.
Thank you.
This is what Dr. Street will be receiving. It's probably a little hard to see on here, but it is a custom-made Harnett County Schools Principal of the Year ring. And we've been giving these away a couple of years now. So Dr. Street, we were going to give this to you on stage in front of all of your colleagues and all of the teachers of the year across the county, but we're having to do that on Facebook. So I don't know how well you can see it, but it'll be in your hands very soon. So congratulations. You served us well this year. And we look forward to seeing what other great things you do for Harnett County Schools. And again, we will have this coming to you momentarily. So congratulations. And I do want to ask before we leave, because your colleagues and teachers across the county, parents will be watching this all across the county. I know 2020 has been difficult, but what's something positive or something you've learned from the pandemic this year?
Well, again, it's even as challenging as the year has been. I guess one of the big things that's come to me is the pride I've had in my staff of just the resilience of taking on something that they have never done before, being in settings that they have never been in before. From my beginning teachers to my 40+ year veterans, I've seen them do some wonderful things, and I'm just so proud of them and all the hard work that they have put in, and the parent support that we have had, and also our kids. They have done a great job of adapting to being remote, to some coming face to face, and sometimes going back to remote. And we've just, I guess, flexibility is always key in education, and that has so been true this year. And I've been very proud of my staff and all the teachers and the staff across the county for all the hard work that they had done and their willingness to try things that they've never done before, but being willing to go out there and put their best foot forward and do what was best for our kids.
On receiving this. Again, thank you to Herff Jones for sponsoring it, and we do appreciate your time. I'm going to hand it back over to Mr. Wyzork for the next presentation.
Being, of course, the Teacher of the Year, Mr. Brian Foster. Now, this is a little closer to home because, of course, I frequent Triton High School a couple times during the year. So I do recognize your face, sir, and I believe that we saw each other in the parking lot a couple months back. So congratulations, sir. Can't tell you enough, how proud I am to be able to share this experience with you. Same sentiment, though. I know you're working hard. These kids probably don't appreciate enough of what you all do every day. It's tough. It's tough to be in the education space, and the fact that you all can manage to get up and wear a tie every day and that kind of thing. That's just an awesome deal. So I want you to do the same. Wear this with pride, and I want you to take pleasure in knowing that there's one person out there for sure that's rooting for you and really appreciates what you do. And of course, that goes from the top down. So obviously, Dr. Fleming has a lot to do with the selection and all that. I'm just the guy that gets to deliver the goods. But congratulations. And I really want to say from the bottom of my heart, really appreciate what you bring to the table.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate that. I also appreciate the work that you guys do, especially with our seniors, graduation regalia, and the rest of our kids with class rings and things like that. A little bit of school pride never hurt anybody. Not crazy about that Detroit Red Wings jersey you got in the background. We'll try to get you a Hurricanes jersey sometime. But thank you for all the things that you do. Thank you for this gift. It is kind of special, and I just want to say, I appreciate the recognition, but there are a lot of hardworking people out here right now, and teachers doing the best they can. So thank you for this little bit for me.
You bet.
I'm pleased to present Mr. Foster with his ring. I'm going to hold this one up. I think that actually would fit me, but you can see it right there again, custom made for Teacher of the Year. We will have this over to you very soon. Mr. Foster, again, congratulations. Thank you for representing Harnett County Schools so well. And again, thank you to Mr. Wyzork for sponsoring this. But I'll ask you the same thing I asked Dr. Street. 2020 has been a little bit of a negative year, I think, for many families, for our students. But again, anything you have learned or anything positive you can pull out of 2020?
Well, thank you, Dr. Harnett, for your leadership first and foremost. Yes, there are several things that we can take from this. None of us got into this job because it was easy. We got into this job because it's important. And just to echo what Dr. Street said, I've been super impressed with my fellow faculty members and how hard they're willing to work and what they're willing to do to make that connection and that learning engagement for their kids. And I've been impressed with these kids. They're able to bounce back from a lot of things and keep the school year going. But I'm still loving it. Obviously, it's not what anybody wants at this time, but we'll get there. We keep doing the right things, and I'm looking forward to a day when I've got a classroom full of people to be able to see the gorgeous drawings that I put on the board back here and get them with some more face-to-face teaching. So thank you again. I really appreciate this. As I said before, I'm not even the best teacher in my own house, so it's nice to get a little bit of recognition. So thank you very much.
Again, congratulations again on earning Teacher of the Year. And I want to bring Dr. Street back up, if we can get Dr. Street back up here. And I want to congratulate both of you. We will deliver these here in just a little bit. I hope I didn't mix those up. But you'll know if I did, but I think I'm okay. But we'll get those to you. Again, I want to congratulate both of you. Thank you for representing Harnett County Schools in the manner that you did. Mr. Chris Wyzork, we'll try to get him back up on the screen here. Thank you to you and to Herf Jones for sponsoring this, for being a partner with us and doing so much for our students and faculty as well. So again, congratulations and thank you again. Until next time, everybody, we will do a Facebook Live probably before Christmas, and we want to do something special since these two individuals had not been formally recognized like we typically do every spring. So I will be presenting the rings to them in person with a mask on and socially distant and all that, but we felt like this was the best way to let the public know and for the public to show their appreciation for our Teacher of the Year and our Principal of the Year. So until next time, take care, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you. Goodbye.